Well, 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 look what's back on the menu, boys. Shogun 2 Total War. I know it's been a really long time since the last Shogun 2 battle, and I'm really sorry about that, but I do have an excuse. My game would crash every time I would load into a battle. I had tried so many different solutions that people posted on forums. I mean, I was spending hours looking on forums. And let me remind you, 2 years, about 2.5 years, somewhere around there, on and off, I've been trying to get my Shogun 2 to work. And people ask me all the time in the comments, why aren't you uploading Shogun 2? And I have to explain over and over that my game does not want to work for me. Well, finally, I broke down. I was like, God, I want to play this game, and I will do whatever it takes. So I reinstalled my OS. And now it's working. So yeah, I had to reinstall all of my recording programs. I had to readjust all my settings that I had saved in my editing software, and it was a pain, but here we are, and I do it for you guys. So smash that like button. No, I'm just kidding. But seriously, I do it for you guys so you can get some Shogun 2 content, and we can play a different Total War game that's not Medieval 2, Napoleon, or Rome 2. We got a different variety, you know? So yeah, Shogun 2, one of the last greats of Total War. It's been a long time. I mean, seriously, there's no Total War game that's come close to this since Shogun 2 of the newer ones. So I'm really excited to be back and playing the game. So also, I want to give a big shout out to my friend Chris. He came over and helped me try to fix my Shogun. We spent hours trying to fix this thing. So shout out to you, buddy. I don't know if you're watching this video, but if you are, thank you, man. I truly appreciate it. So yeah. So yeah, let's dive into this fight. So we got a battle between old versus new. We have Shogun armies, which on the mini map they're represented in red. And then over here we have the fall of the samurai armies, which are represented in the blue. I'm trying to tell you that so it can get a little chaotic in these avatar battles because of all these different all these different banners and colors that it can get a little confusing. So if you ever get lost, remember red Shogun, blue fall of the samurai. By the way, I love the avatar conquest. It's so awesome. So let's look. So, little side note there. Let's look at the Shogun armies first. With the first one, we have a neon green faction. They don't have a ton of cav, mostly bringing infantry and archers. Over here we have a red, white, and blue. I believe the player is French. That's why it's red, white, and blue. But he is bringing a good mix of different troops, bows, infantry, cav. And then over here we've got actually I really like this color scheme. It's kind of reminds me of the Seattle Seahawks for you American fans that watch football. But they've got this like nice grayish blue with the neon yellow. So they are mostly bringing infantry and cav. Infantry and cav. So they're very going to be rush heavy here, which you kind of have to be against Fall of the Samurai armies. Now for the Fall of the Samurai armies, which by the way, it looks like the battle's about to begin here. We got some mounted gunners who are about to open fire. Ready? Pew, 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 pew. So they're opening fire and they're slowing down their advance. So we got a black and gold faction. They bring in some good swordsmen and some rifles. Back here we have his ally, which is a gray and peach color. He's actually, surprisingly, going behind his ally. He's bringing a lot of guns here and a decent amount of melee. And then over here, we have a blue on blue. And he's bringing a good mix of guns and you know, melee infantry. So let's go to normal speed. Now, these battles tend to be pretty quick. So I will be doing some slow motion here and there to try to keep up with the pace of the battle. Boom! So this is really good for the Shogun armies because you're preventing a Fall of the Samurai army, which, you know, rely heavily on line infantry, from getting this hill. You're making them sit on the bottom of this hill. Now you get the advantage of the hill. Well, why is this really good? Well, if you look at their bowmen, they could set up right on this edge where they are covered by the lip of the hill, but they can still fire over it because they're bows and not guns. So they can kind of arch their shots and get some kills. So that's the advantage there, and this is really good placement. Another thing that really has me scratching my head, what is this army doing exactly? Why is he so far away from his ally? This could be disaster because, like I said, Shogun armies that don't have any gunpowder, or they do, but you know what I'm saying. They're mostly just melee and bows and arrows. They rely on rushing and closing the gap quickly, which by the way, Shogun army already pushing forward. We've got some light cav, really good at going after archers and retreating units. They're going to charge in first. And they stopped the charge. They're in the slow pace there. But we got some Yarikachi, which is an anti-cav unit, some spears. And they're going to go ahead and charge in. And that's a really good move there by the Fall of the Samurai. And we get some shots from the supporting cav back here. Pretty sick. But look at this. More cav coming down from the Shogunate army, or the Shogun, the normal Shogun army. Look at them. They're charging into the skirmish cav. Oh my god. Look at the blood. The horror. Yeah, it's awesome, man. Look how beautiful this battle is. So sick. I love Shogun 2. Oh, by the way, guys, it's on sale. It's like $7. I think it's closer to like $22 for all the DLC, which I highly recommend you get the DLC because Fall of the Samurai is amazing. But yeah, really nice cav play. If we slow motion it again, I think what they're trying to do here, and this is what I would do honestly if I kind of put myself in their shoes. If you don't really have line infantry to face, you know, their line infantry, you got to close in the gap. And he might be using his cav as a diversion. You notice how they're going around and behind the enemy? Because I think he's going to try to hit the rear of these guns. And at the same time of doing that, charge in the infantry, which it looks like he's already got them mobilizing. So I think they're going to rush down this hill and get to the fight and just create some chaos with all this cav. Let's see. Yeah, sure enough, they are charging behind enemy lines. They do quickly turn their infantry to try to face this cav. Now, this is a suicide mission for this cav because now they're going to be surrounded. You can see he's now sending in some reinforcement cav. Some Yari Ki about to go in and surround. And yep, they are surrounded, but that's okay. That's part of the job. It's a sacrifice noble of any great samurai. To sacrifice oneself for the greater cause, which this is the greater cause. Right here, we've got an avalanche of samurai and warriors storming down this hill and crushing a small little resistant force from the Fall of the Samurai army. He's going to be able to run right past them and rush right into this force. Now we even have the cav trying to slow them down. And look at the epicness of this fight. You got blood all over the screen, guys. I love the blood and gore in this. It's a little over the top, but it's fun. It's fun. So look at, here's a bird's eye view. Now they're pushing on this side as well. Their allies are moving in. And this is what I was talking about. Why did his allies leave him high and dry to get just completely rushed down by multiple Shogun armies? Good God. Look at this. Holy crap, this is an epic fight. Oh my God. Really epic, really, really epic. And just like that, guys, they slaughter this army. They are gone. They got one more unit left here in terms of infantry. They're putting up a fight, but for how long? Not long at all. Now look at the red, white, and blue armies chasing them down. And just like that, they're gone. They are gone. So, again, that has me scratching my head, like thinking, what was the plan? Let's go back to slow motion here, kind of talk about what just happened there. What was the plan there? Like, why did this army leave him behind? I understand trying to use the hill, especially as a Fall of the Samurai, you know, army. You want to use the hill to get that extra range for your guns and get a better vantage point. But to leave your ally like that, it's just disaster. It's bad because he got double teamed. He got technically triple teamed because I saw some neon green boys in there. So now we've got this army that's not even slowing down. They're still going to push forward. This might be disaster for the Shogun army. I think it's a little careless here to push forward like this. Because if you look on the battlefield, the fall of the Samurai armies are completely separated. Look at this. You got the blue on blue faction, and then you have the other faction over here. I mean, it was a nice aggressive move by this faction to try to flank around the Shogun armies, but by doing that, they're pretty far apart. So I think the best move to do right here is to hold back these troops and wait for your allies to defeat this army, and then you can triple team the hill camper. I think that would be the best plan of attack, but it doesn't seem like this army wants to slow down. Look at this force, man. Ah, this game is so sexy. It looks so good. but they're going to be able to kite the enemy down here. And I think this Fall of the Samurai army is going to be able to kind of turn this battle around a little bit and probably completely wipe out this force. I don't even like the way he's marching forward. He's got him in this column formation, really blobbed up. So it's going to be easy for the Fall of the Samurai to kind of wrap around on multiple flanks. So while that's going on, over here, the fight has begun on this side. Melee already fighting the good fight. And he's going to go ahead and throw in some Katana Kachi against the Nodachi Samurai. And then we got even more units charging in from the Neon Green faction. So very bright colors over here. Oh, that's so sick. So good. So it's like the blue faction, the Fall of the Samurai faction is trying to hold back these forces as long as possible and buy more time for their line infantry to open fire. They are getting some nice supporting fire there on the flank of these guys, but how long can their infantry hold? Not too long. Not too long. Very good support there. So I just want to give a shout out to the red, white, and blue faction. I believe the player name is Edwin. He has been a great support player. Not only did he support his ally over on this side, he's now supporting his ally over here. Also, green is doing a great job of supporting his ally. Look, he's even pushing up archers to support his ally as they push up this hill. Again, I don't necessarily agree with this push right here. I think this is, you're just asking for your army to get wiped out. I think he should have waited until his allies defeated the blue faction, which, by the way, it looks like they are defeating them easily. Look, they even got a cab charge into the line infantry. And he's got, I mean, he's got a couple units left that are intact. Look at the mass rout. Just out of there. Charge! Katana Samurai going into these swordsmen. And once they're in the fight in close range, it's over. Oh my god, heads are rolling, guys. Those Japanese blades. There you go. Yeah, so apparently, this is a little off topic, but in terms of cooking blades, like cooking knives, Japan and Germany make the best blades that you can buy for if you want to get a really nice cooking knife. Anyways, that was a little off topic. But yeah, look at guys, this is no bueno. This is not good at all. I mean, look at all these archers. I mean, it was like he closed his eyes and charged. You know, like he did so well against that first army, but now he's just getting rounded up and slaughtered by the great troop placement of this gray and peach colored faction. Yeah, look at the, yeah. Lots of routing here, lots and lots of routing. Instant rout, the entire army's gone. And just imagine, also we have some neon forces here. Got some Nodachi trying to close in and slaughter the Red Bear infantry. Did he break the... No, he's breaking the Nodachi, and the Red Bear infantry hold their own. And mass break here. Mass rout. Now he's closing in some cab to make sure there's no survivors. Make sure no forces return to this battle. And, yeah, so two pretty big mistakes from both sides. The balance of power is definitely in favor of the Shogun army. But, it's going to be tough. It's going to be very, very tough for the Fall of the Samurai to recover from this. I mean, look at the amount of troops here. Now, he is quickly trying to form up on the hill. And his allies are still technically in the game. We do have the general of the blue-on-blue faction. It looks like he's trying to slow down the advance of these Shogun armies to buy time so he can set up some line troops and set up this nice hill defense. Also, let's not forget he's got some skirmish cav over here that's going to slow down the advancing Shogun armies. Now we got some archers setting up here. We got some bow warrior monks. Ooh, trying to take out this general. I love following arrows. It's just so awesome watching, just seeing it. I believe if you... Hold on, let me see something. It's been a while since I played Shogun 2, but I think if you insert, you get like a first-person point of view. Oh yeah, that's pretty cool. You get a first-person point of view of this battle. Oops. I guess the soldier I was... Wait. This would be kind of sick for Life of a Soldier. Like, you truly get to see what this soldier sees. You're gonna turn and fight. There we go. Look at this. Fire your bow. And you get to follow the arrow. Oh, it looked like he hit the butt of a horse. That's actually really, really cool. And I would love to do a Life of a Soldier. That's not gonna hit anything. Shame. Shameful display. So yeah, we're gonna exit out of here. And we're gonna watch this charge. So if I scroll, I think when I scroll the mouse, it changes who I follow. All right, let's see. I'm sorry I'm not really giving you a good bird's eye view of this battle, but right now I think a bunch of neon forces are charging the lines here. Let's see. I just want to see what it would be like. Oh my god, just imagine seeing all your comrades just fall like that. Let's see if this unit can make it though. Let's see if the character we're following can make it. I just think it's so cool that you get a bird's eye view. Or not a bird's, I'm sorry, a first person point of view. So it can be kind of, oh, oops. Dang it, sorry guys. Did not mean to leave. Here we go. Look. I mean, it's just, oh god. Oh, and I think he died. Or that he turned really quickly, but yeah. They're just having a tough time. Oh god, some fire arrows coming in. Let's get the point of view of these guys. That's weird. There we go. Oh, look at. Ah! Oh my god, the guy's, oh. It's hard to tell when the guy you're following is dead. That's the one thing though. It's just, I can't tell if we're dead or we switch. We're not dead, we're just changing angles and moving, you know, it's just hard to tell. But yeah, it looks like there's, I mean, look at all the death from the neon green faction here. They charged a ton of units head on, and I think that was a pretty big mistake there. I think what they should have done, definitely still have a diversion force for the frontal side of this army, but I think right here, you see this hill? He could have used this hill with the archers, again, using the lip of the hill, firing over and killing these gunmen, and even using the peak here and getting behind. Easier said than done, but I think it could have definitely been an opportunity there. But now these forces are kind of falling back. Do we have some bowmen pushing up? No, it's a lot of Nodachi. Nodachi, which I believe have lower armor than standard samurai, if I'm not mistaken. Again, it's been a really long time. So we're actually going to fast forward a little bit here as these two armies stand off. I think there's a little bit of a concern for this hill. Here we go. They're going back down. Going back down to fight this battle. Which is smart. They should do that. I mean, this is a really good setup for the fall of the samurai army, because if the first line is in danger, you just retreat them and have the second line behind protect them, like screen them as they fall back. But no, they're gonna actually fall back in the green. They're just abandoning. They're like, nah, we're out of here. We are out of here. I really, really hope, guys. I don't know if you've heard the news, but they've delayed Three Kingdoms another 2 months. So it's gonna come out in May. I think the 23rd of May. I really hope, right? I really hope that they're working on a Avatar Conquest. Because Avatar Conquest would be perfect for Three Kingdoms, you know? Since it's all very similar cultures, you know, it's all pretty much China. I mean, that's why it worked so well on this game, because it's all Japan. And it's too bad they didn't do it for, oh wait, there's some fighting going on. Sorry, I'm ranting here. Some little skirmish action going on here. But yeah, they're fighting the good fight. And now they're going to fall back and continue to go to this hill. So I think what's going to happen here is that we're going to have to fast forward and start it back up once these two armies clash. Okay, so we're back, and it seems that both armies just do not want to budge. I really don't blame the Fall of the Samurai guy for not pushing up, because he is at a disadvantage in terms of numbers. But we do have the black and gold general. He's moving up some troops, but he's getting wiped out. Like, it's so cool that he's revisiting a part of the forest where there was a big battle in. But he's pushing up some general's bodyguard. And then we got both generals trying to fight this cav unit, which is actually the general of the blue and red faction. So there they go. The French player. I don't know if I mentioned that, but I think he's French because a lot of his unique units are in French names. But there we go. He's gonna fall back. I think he defeated that general. Yeah. I think this is... Oh, no. Is he still... No, he's breaking, right? Yeah, he's routing. And this is all that's left of the allies of for this guy. But yeah, that actually led to nothing. So we're going to fast forward a little. I'm not going to cut this out, though. I'll leave this in. But yeah, I mean, I can't blame the Fall of the Samurai guy for not pushing up. But I'm surprised he even pushed down this far. But I think this is kind of cheesy, the fact that they fell back like that. I think they could have gotten creative and used the hills here and flanked around and beaten them. Again, if his ally didn't charge in like we saw earlier over here, they would have had 3 armies attacking 1. They would have easily have overwhelmed this force, hill or no hill. But here we go. They're actually moving down again. And we're going to see the gunners move up. And I think pretty soon we're going to be able to slow it down here because we are about to get some fighting. Just imagine, though, having to be one of these line infantry to push up like this into all those archers. Let's see if they can pop some shots here. I don't know if they're close enough. No, they're falling back even more. Come on. Fight them. There we go. Get some good hits there. They're trying the best they can. Now the bow warriors are opening fire on this skirmish cav. Let's see if they can get out alive. They are around. Nope. I think they shattered. Yep, they shattered. They are off the battlefield. And now they're getting hit hard by all these bowmen. And the tables have turned. Now the Fall of the Samurai army is charging a hill. And it's not going so well. They're trying, though. They're getting some shots. Are they falling back now? Yeah, they're falling back, but they got to do it quickly. Yeah, the river is turning red in imperial blood as they fall back to the safety of their side. And once again, we're at a bit of a standstill here between these two forces. The rest of the line troops here are moving up. So they got the Red Bear infantry. They've got to send in everything now. And now the Shogun armies are feeling more comfortable as the balance of power is even more in their favor. And here we go. The bowmen about to open fire. Let's watch this. Come on, fire. Oh, man. Just slaughtering this Red Bear infantry. Yeah, there's no way. They're going to have to cross this river. They're going to get pelted by arrows. And even if they do make it across this river, they're not going to last long. Why is there random arrows flying in there? Now we have Cav charging in. This is the general. Avatar bodyguard. Ooh, good volley from the guns here. But it's not going to be enough. And now look at, now the rest of the forces are getting wiped out. We even have some Ashigaru, Matchlock Ashigaru just opening fire. And just like that, the army is chain routing. And that's going to wrap it up here as the Shogun forces take a victory. Big mistakes, I would say, on both sides. But I think the Fall of the Samurai made the biggest mistake of not fighting together. You gotta fight together. You have to stand together. And this black and gold Fall of the Samurai army got destroyed. Now, the mistake on the Shogun side is pushing up this way alone. I think if he waited for them to defeat this force, since they were so far apart, then they could have all three charged the troops, the army on the hill here. And it would have been a much better situation for them. But they still came out on top. Let's go ahead and view the results here, if I can speak. There is a little bit of a glitch in Shogun 2. It shows like my avatar card on the replay. You'll know what I'm talking about here once we load in. But this is actually a pretty long loading screen. Did not expect. Shogun 2 has some pretty long loading screens. This is on an SSD too. So I don't know what the heck's going on here, but it should. There we go. So yeah, we got, or not we, I'm not in this battle, but the Shogun army. This was sent in. I say we because this is in perspective of the person who sent it in, which was sent in by Edwin. So thank you so much, man, for the battle replay. He got 3,000 kills. Nox over here got 2,200, and Goidi got 1,300. So everyone did pretty well here, but on the Fall of the Samurai side, someone got 718 kills, which is just not going to cut it. I think it was the black and gold army that just got wiped out before even getting a couple volleys in. So yeah, that's going to wrap it up, guys. Again, if you enjoyed the video, you want to see more Shogun 2, hit that like button. That means the world. And yeah, thank you guys so much, and I'll see you next time on the battlefield.